growth.
We didn't have a space, so we created our own.
Founded in 1995 by 14 Filipinas, we write, stand, and perform as Brown University's oldest spoken word group.
Like the myriad of islands that make up the Philippine archipelago,
We come together as a collective of voices, words, and backgrounds.
that explore the multiplicity and diversity of the Filipino culture and experience.
Here we stand as the next generation of this legacy.
We,
Alessandra Gonzalez Capobianco,
Dayanara Erica Rivera,
Valerie Maria Santos,
Jamie Rosario Peralta Advincula,
our Archipelag-a.
These are the best 4 years of our lives.
Or so people say.
Before we know it, we'll wake up and our youth will be gone.
I don't want to waste these years worrying, creasing my skin over silly mistakes. I don't want to look back and be filled with regret, wondering what if. I want to make the most of life, to stop getting tripped up, to start being spontaneous.
To remember, I'm only young once, I only live once, these moments don't last.
I want to stop telling myself I can't. Stop waking up with fuck as the first thought in my head.
I want to wake up in the morning feeling blessed that I have a bed, a roof over my head, 24 whole hours to start again. I want to move past the past and leap head first into the future. I want to stop wanting and start acting.
Instead, I'm a Russian doll, hiding inside the layers of skin,
Hiding inside my layers of skin.
in hopes that they don't see how vulnerable I am.
Who am I trying to impress?
As much as I pretend not to care what people think of me, I do. I can't help but look at other people and wonder, am I adequate? Everyone and their brother is president of the student body and shouted under positions and our future Nobel Prize winners. What the heck? I play video games on the weekend.
When I set my standards too high, I set myself up to fail. One thing goes wrong, and I feel like my life is fucked. Game over, drop out prom.
Failed a midterm,
Dropped a class.
slept through lecture,
Missed a deadline.
too shy to raise my
Too
hand.
embarrassed to ask for help. I've spent so much, worked so hard, $60K a year, and all for what? Only to learn that I have absolutely no clue what I'm going to do with my life?
Was this the point of my education? To be even more confused as I leave as when I came in?
This mindset is toxic, suffocating in its ease.
I wish I could start over, press rewind on the movie of my life, as if everything that happened a year, a month, a day ago could vanish into thin air. I wish I could truly express myself, but I can't. Not while I continue to live in a world that sees me as who I was, not who I am now.
I can feel their eyes judging me, making me critical of myself, scrutinizing my every move, analyzing my every flaw.
Though nature builds my body, it does not determine my destiny. My soul is made up of more than just ACTG.
Letters should not dictate who I am, who I will be. I am not a doll to be wound up, crank, set to go. You can't pull a string from my back, make me sing in your voice, dance to your beat.
I won't deny that I'm not perfect, not academically, not spiritually, not emotionally, and not physically, but neither is the world tilted on its imperfect axis.
Endless space in all the universe make flaws feel so small and insignificant.
All those imperfections will eventually fade, and I'll finally forgive myself for fuck-ups and failures. Except that there are things I can't change, no matter what bullshit infomercials tell me at 3 a.m.
I need to relax and get back to the simple things.
Take the absolute value of how I feel, discarding all the negative, retaining only the positive.
Be thankful for what I have, rather than lamenting what I lack. I allow myself to be imperfect. I
Allow myself to make mistakes. I allow myself to be a learner in life.
I allow myself to be imperfect.
To be imperfect.
I allow myself to make mistakes.
To make mistakes.
I allow myself to be a learner in life.
To be a learner in life.
I forgive myself. May I be free.
Which came first?
The cause or the effect?
The Filipino or the queer?
Our loyalty or our religion?
My skin or my name?
My DNA or my trauma?
I don't know what I've inherited.
I relied on token categories to describe my experiences.
But the more I break them apart, the more I realize
I don't know what holds them together.
History.
Are we but an accidental stain on history?
Why is my homeland a myth?
I'm 4 and I ask my mom where the Philippines is. She shows me on a globe.
Her hand lands on a set of islands, speckles on the wide ocean obscured by a single finger.
I spin the globe to make sure I can find it again. I cover it with my own finger.
This place I don't know.
That doesn't belong to me.
I keep my finger on it so I don't lose it.
But we're not connected.
Why do I have an attachment to a place I can't call home?
I cannot find a single location in this 1,000-island arc where I could belong.
I am an object waiting in the waters, waiting to be found.
No passport.
No citizenship.
Not even the fluency of
To
language.
connect me to this dot on the globe.
Just love.
And family.
In a sense that I should belong.
Maybe I should be able to cover my longing with the breath of a finger too.
Do I call myself an accident because fate is out of my control?
If so, then I'm not an accident at all.
I am merely an object, twirled between someone else's fingers.
The moves of a chess game do not make sense to the pieces.
But the player knows exactly what they're doing.
Accidental, though my arrival to the US was very much intentional.
I live in a space between 2 places.
Not belonging here nor there.
Hyphenated everywhere.
Asian American.
Filipino-American.
Too American to be Filipino.
Too Filipino to be Asian.
Too Asian to be American.
These misclassifications are not accidental.
They are reflections.
A system by those who ascribe my identity.
Labeling me based on what they see.
Putting me in a box to cover up the fact that they do not know.
Nor
do they care to know.
When I'm angry in a room full of white people,
They don't know that my grudge is inherited.
They don't know why I am still mad.
Why this still affects me.
what does it mean to have that much power?
That much arrogance.
What is it like to grow up without fragmentation?
To not doubt your voice, your decisions.
They don't know why I still stand.
Because others were beaten down.
Because others, no. People like me.
People who I share blood and break bread with are still beaten down.
We had blind faith in those who oppressed.
Blind faith in books which erased.
But my faith is not blind anymore.
My eyes have been opened.
My belief has been changed.
This
Is what holds me together.
that I have to teach myself to believe again in what has made me.
That I have to unlearn relying on unstable ground.
I believe in a history that is still living. A history that stitches me together because it has been broken.
Time and time again.
And at times I have helped break it.
And at times I have built myself on its brokenness.
But I am not accidental, and I am not broken.
I am more than the sum of my parts.
More than colonialism.
More than power plays.
More than oceans and trauma.
Stronger than the myths, the half-truths, the attempt at erasure.
I know who I am.
And
And I am here to stay.